What's up guys, Bloodburger here, and in this video I'm going to give you a brief introduction to the banking system and the crafting system here in Guild Wars 2. Very intricate system, very cool. Basically there's a number of different crafting trainers that you can learn different professions from, different types of armor crafting, weaponsmithing, cooking, things of that nature. Jewel crafting, as you see off in the distance over there, that purple stuff. We would like that purple stuff. But anyhow, let's just kind of talk about weaponsmithing and use it as an example, since that's my primary crafting skill. So you're going to walk up to one of the stations here. This is the weaponsmithing station. Press F. You're going to be presented with a beautiful list of recipes that might seem a little bit intimidating at first. Now basically, let me just run down how this works. These are the type of items that I can make. Like, see here, you've got axes, daggers, great swords. Let's just kind of go into more depth. Actually, let me not click that because that might confuse you early on. Don't pay attention to this. Great swords, hammers, maces, shields, spears, swords, everything a melee warrior would love and like to create. Then you have the components, which are the items that these weapons are made of. And then you have the refinement items, which actually create the components. So it's like a three-tiered system here. You've got the refinements, which are made from raw materials that you find out in the wild, like ore, wood from trees that you chop down, fruits and berries if you're cooking, that sort of thing. You have the refinement items that you make there. Take the refinement items and you make the crafting components, as you see in this list here. Take the crafting components and you make them into the actual weapons themselves. Now, before we actually show how something is actually created and crafted in Guild Wars, let me just kind of show you how the banking system works. Here I have my standard inventory on the right side here. This is everything that is being carried on my person, on my character at this point in time. I also have the bank, which is like a standard bank in World of Warcraft or any other game that you might be used to. Okay, so you can take stuff from your inventory and put it into your bank, obviously. Then you have the collection. So say for instance you are mining and gathering ore for your weaponsmithing profession like I am. You have a bunch of stacks in your inventory. You know, let me actually demonstrate this. Okay, so now we've got this ore in my inventory and it's taking up space, right? I can click this nifty button here and just do deposit all collectibles. Click that. Boom. Now when I go to a weaponsmithing station, that'll be logged in this list here. I don't have to lug that stuff around. It's always put in this separate category or separate listing from my bank and my inventory. So that's really cool. Saves you a lot of space. Now let's just kind of go into production. I'm going to need this ore here, so let me put that back in my inventory and let's go to production. So to make bronze ingots, which is basically the raw materials that all of these weapons and items and components are made out of, I'm going to need iron ore, which I have, and lumps of tin, which where did he go? Oh, here he is. Oh no, that's not him. Where'd he go? Oh, here he is. Master Weaponsmith. He sells that stuff. So you click, I need weaponsmithing supplies, and then bang, there's your lumps of tin. You buy 10 of those, which will cost you 80 copper, and then come back to the station. If I could get this right. Let me just move here. Alright, so now I can make one bronze ingot, because it costs 10 ore. I have 18. And one lump of tin. So let me go ahead and craft that. You'll notice here I also got 150 XP. Crafting is a very viable method of leveling up in Guild Wars. So if you're not the type that likes to grind endlessly on quests or kill monsters or whatever, you can stay in town, granted you have enough raw materials, and just craft all day. Beautiful, right? Very cool thing. I thought that was a very cool part or inclusion or system in the game. You can just craft your way to 80 if you wanted to, and a lot of people actually have. Okay, so now we've got an ingot And basically what I would do now is I'm interested in making a sword, right? So a mighty bronze sword consists of three things: bronze sword hilt, bronze sword blade, and a vial of weak blood, which you can find out in the world, right? So what I would do is I would take that bronze ingot and create a sword hilt, right? Craft one of those. Alright, I had to go hustle up some weak blood, 2 vials of weak blood. Um, but we got our sword hilt made. Let's go ahead and make the other components now. I went and got some more copper also. So let's just pull that out of the bank here. I'm still learning it myself too, so bear with me. I also need these lumps of tin. Make one more ingot. Okay, so you got their hilt here, and let's get the blade. Craft that. Now bam, I have all the parts I need to make my sword, so let's go ahead and craft it. And boom, got me a new sword. So that's how you would make a sword. You can also take the crafting components and use them in the discovery tab. So once you've created, let's say, some ingots, you can put them in this discovery tab here, and it'll tell you 5 possible unknown recipes. Add more compatible ingredients, and then basically what will happen is you can mix and match different components, and based on which components you're putting in, you'll learn a new crafting recipe. Right now I'm too noob to actually learn anything, but I have seen this work and learned quite a few new things. It's pretty cool. This crafting system is very deep. Let's just take a quick walk over to the cooking trainer so you can get a feel for how that works as well. Cooking station. So you've got the same principle here, the raw ingredients and whatnot, and then you've got like your different recipes, and they create potions that'll give you buffs, experience buffs, and all that sort of stuff. So pretty robust crafting system. You can actually do quite a bit of crafting all the way to 80 and get quite a bit of XP off of it. So it's a viable alternative if you're tired of grinding, you don't feel like doing quests right now, you can just come and chill in town and craft. So that's just a quick peek into the crafting system of Guild Wars 2. Hope it was informative, and thank you guys as always for watching.
The spirits of the wild welcome you.